By the time this little girl grows up, the marketing men claim we'll live in a video paradise. No need ever to miss a television programme, because if you're out or watching another channel, your video machine will record it. Or if you don't like what's on television, you'll buy your own cassettes, feature films, cartoons, teach-yourself programmes. The dealer's £1 billion will come from selling the actual machines, or the hardware as it's called in the trade. In that expectation, the top manufacturers have risked hundreds of millions of pounds. For some of them, it's their biggest ever investment in a single consumer product. They're sure they can make video the boom industry of the 80s.
Say it. D. Say it. Say it. Ooh, it's gone mad. Eyebrow.
But there's also the prospect of fortunes to be made in so-called software. In other words, making the programs that can be put on pre-recorded cassettes.
Okay, I'll be right down. Cissy, I could go downstairs. They put dust over the vision mixer. You look after the microphone.
Stefan Sargent is one of a new breed of entrepreneur that's growing up at the edges of the video industry. He provides the studios where other people will make the programs to sell on cassettes. And Stefan is investing £2 million of borrowed money in converting an old school off Carnaby Street into one of Britain's most sophisticated video production centres.
A month, do you believe? I believe.
Stefan Sargent hires out studios at up to £400 an hour to people like video producer Mike Mansfield.
Camera one. And fade up one. And out you come one. Stand by to white to camera 4. And white.
He's making a programme for a record company who believe the Electric Light Orchestra should be seen as well as heard. Mike Mansfield's taking a chance. There's only a tiny demand in Britain at the moment for programmes on cassette. But with exports of British television programmes running at £40 million a year, he hopes for big sales overseas. Stefan Sargent persuaded Mike Mansfield to use his studio with the promise of a special piece of equipment. But even in the heady atmosphere of the video world, they're not immune from the British disease. Stefan faces a little industrial relations problem.
What are you doing?
Getting this out, I hope.
Just trying to get it out. Why? Why are you taking it out?
There's so much sawdust and
Oh, no, it's got to be lined
mess.
up. No, that's silly. This is £90,000 worth of computer here. Why don't you put plastic over it?
You can't line it up under plastic.
No, but he can put plastic over it when he's cutting it. If we put it back here,
Yeah,
put
but
plastic
we'll
over it.
forever be putting the plastic on, taking the plastic off.
£600,000. The editing suite that brings in £300 an hour, 10 hours.
For Ray the Chippy, it's just another hole.
Roy, how long the holes are going to take?
I don't know.
You must know how long.
I don't know.
Oh, please. And we're really desperate. Can you work at night and cut holes?
No.
Oh, come on. You must be able
No,
to.
can't.
Overtime, double time, treble time.
No wonder Stefan is desperate to get his mixing bank installed. Interest charges alone cost him £250 a day. A facilities company like Stefan's can now turn over £2.5 million a year. But the equipment is so expensive and the cost of borrowing so high that to make a profit from the software revolution, he needs to have his studios filled 18 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Fine. But I just wouldn't take any more bookings for downstairs until Tony gives us the green light.
Can I see the spaceman? Can I see them go back?
Stefan Sargent's gamble may be starting to pay off. His mixing bank has been installed and it's booked solid for the next month. Mike Mansfield is putting the finishing touches to his programme, embellished with all the effects that electronic gadgetry makes possible.
Can you make them just arrive, as if they're
But in the end, whatever success Britain may have in the software sector depends on the success of foreign companies in selling their hardware, the video machines, to us. Those companies are committed to seducing us into buying 2 million of them by the end of 1984. And the £1 billion those machines cost will add another £1 billion to Britain's balance of payments deficit.